Hey guys, welcome back to Elden Ring. So, I really like watching that the opening of the Altus lift. It's pretty cool. But we're back up here at Altus Plateau, and we're gonna go explore a little bit and start with our first boss right here. After exploring some nearby ruins, we drop in to fight. Let's see, this is Demi-Human Queen Giltka, our 48th boss of the playthrough out of 165 in the base game. Pretty easy boss, just your standard demi-human. We fought one of these in the Weeping Peninsula before. That wasn't a boss, but it was like a mini boss. Strength build goes straight through this thing like nothing else. I poised through this last attack here just to get the kill, and that honestly kind of wraps it up. Get a talisman at the other side of it, and we move on from there. Alright, and we immediately head from there to our next boss fight. This dude just chilling right out here in the middle, Falling Star Beast. So this dude is literally outside the castle of Langdell? I think so. You can see the castle there in the background, I guess the capital city, not the castle. You can see the capital city in the background there. I hate fighting these beasts, these Falling Star Beasts. Their move pattern gets me. I don't know what it is about them. But this guy's already down to half health, and we're making pretty quick work at him. As you can see, I don't have the summons out. I don't have anything. I already used my physic at some point, so we're just kind of sending it. And yeah, that's the... I figured I was dead here, but I get an opportunity to chug. And then this dude does this lightning shit, which I roll literally right into 3 times. I just decided to say, fuck it, I'm done being fancy. I'm going to heal, and then we're just going to beat this guy with our sword made of other swords. Which was probably heavily inspired by George R. R. Martin, who helped with this game. Okay, I'm getting better. It's weird watching these old clips from months ago and just thinking like that, like the whiffs and stuff that happen, especially in like the mid to late game. It's a lot different. Some good rolling on my part there. A heavy jump attack that stuns him, and we cut him down. Enemy felled. Falling Star Beast dead. And we get a shit ton of crafting materials. And literally a couple minutes later, I find myself in the Perfumer's Grotto. Which is going to be the next little area that we go through. You see I get fucking wrecked by whatever that is. And that's just that. Alright. Perfumer's Grotto, take 2. Finally get to rest. Luckily, I died literally right here, so I was able to grab my runes and just level up. But that still sucked. Anyway, here we go back in. All poison. Oops, all poison. So I will see you at the end. And here we go with boss fight number 50 of the campaign. Omen Killer and Miranda the Blighted Bloom. So, dual boss fight. Immediately Omen Killer kicks it off with hitting me. He regrets that because I'm stronger than he is. And suddenly he doesn't regret anything because I just beat the ever-living shit out of him in like 5 swings. Now it's poison plant time. We're already poisoned, so... the trick is to just beat the shit out of the stupid plant. And we do that. Pretty easy boss fight. Very difficult dungeon. But we get the cleaver out of that. Great Omenfell cleaver. And the satisfaction of knocking out another boss for the series. So at this point in the playthrough is where I start to kind of like falter. Like, I start to run out of like things to kind of do necessarily, like boss-wise. So I start exploring and run into like pumpkin heads and various other crap like that. But essentially what I'm doing in like the unseen footage here is this. Just kind of exploring the overworld, looking for the next boss, looking for items to help, looking for everything that we can do, just kind of clearing large areas. This camp was one of those large areas, filled with enemies, filled with items, filled with essentially time-wasting things that we go through and do. See, enemies don't really provide a challenge. Cut them down 1 or 2 hits. Shield guy, even the long sword in there just dropped. Not really a problem for us. And it kind of goes like this for a little while. But we do find more bosses and we do make forward progress. And another cave pops up, the Sage's Cave. So we will investigate this bad boy. And I will see you at the end of this one too. And at the end of the dungeon here, we find ourselves fighting boss number 51, Black Knife Assassin. Black Knife Assassin's a pretty easy enemy. They're kind of a generic boss in this game. Send the boys out, and they immediately find him. Dude's invisible. So just kind of keep an eye out for the footprints there. And I'm not having much luck finding this dude, but they sure as hell are. And as soon as he becomes visible, the punishment starts. Down to half health already. And with them keeping him occupied, it definitely makes my life a lot easier. You can see he pops up every once in a while. It's more of an annoyance than anything else, especially with the summons that we have. I mean, there's a reason that we've stuck with the skeleton boys throughout this. I finally get hit for the first time in the fight, and I'm not a fan. I make that pretty well known to this guy the next few seconds here. And he drops pretty much straight away after that. We get some stuff, and that's kind of the end. So we find ourselves in this, like, windmill village where all these guys are, like, all fucking weird. They're all, like, singing songs. I think they're all fucked up with, like, frenzy and madness. Yeah, see, they light themselves on fire and try to hug me, and I don't want the spicy hugs. But it's nice that they just off themselves, because it saves me the time, honestly. More spicy hugs coming in hot right there. And they go and take their friends with them. And that kind of wraps that up. Just go through and loot the rest of this. But we're going to continue moving on and find more stuff up here. So here's the actual windmill village. Dominula, the windmill village. I hop off the horse so we can start clearing this thing. It's not bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, but it's just full of explodey idiots and honestly pretty low-level enemies for considering how powerful we are. To be fair, though, I've only put points in vitality, endurance, and strength. And absolutely the only thing I needed to do otherwise than that was a few points in dex just to be able to use the strength weapons. Other than that, that annoying noise is kind of what predates this entire village. Permeates, not predates. And it doesn't stop until you kill everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will see you at the end of this. And surprisingly enough, in a 9-minute video, I managed to pack in another boss fight. So boss number 52, Godskin Apostle, the top of the windmill village, hits me with some bullshit right off the bat. Dick move on his part, but he'll pay for it. This was one of the easier Godskin bosses that I've fought in kind of the whole game. There's a few of them scattered around. You run into more of them. This guy, I kind of just did this shit. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I'm not a fan of the stretchy body, I gotta say. That'll come up later in another fight. The other attacks I kind of just dodge and then we just get him. Like, it's weird looking back on this footage. I have a lot of difficulty later in the game fighting one of these guys, and I just kind of cut through this guy like he was nothing. We get his weapon and a spell, and that's kind of it for this area. And this is where we're going to end the episode today. So thank you guys for watching. And in the next one, we will continue on. More bosses, more loot, and more shenanigans to get up with. I don't know, more things to do and see. So please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.